What song is that? Yeah, that sounds good. No, I know, but that sounded right on. That was perfect there. Yeah, no, that I like. Did you hear how that sounded though? Like, you felt like you felt the trees in the ocean all of a sudden. You know when that big, huge Hawaiian guy plays it? Yeah. Yeah. When you see how when he plays, you feel like you're at the beach with him. That's what that just sounded like. That's so different from what you've been playing. That's perfect. Do that. Yes. Well, yeah. Some guys can have boobs because of hormones and stuff, or different body makeup. Some because of their head. It just depends. There's different reasons. Like you got a thin guy who has boobs, just because that's how nature works. We're just animals, so to speak, and we come out or we come out. That Anyway, I'll talk to you in a few, Bear. I am. Love you. Hey guys, how you doing? Good to see you here. Glad everyone's here. No, none of you. Not people popping. I know people view it. So happy Wednesday, hump day for some of us who ever get to hump. For the rest of it, it's hand day. I think instead of hump day, I'm gonna call Wednesday hand day because I'm not humping shit. Anyway, so here's the deal, and I want to show you guys this. Follow me on this, if you will. Let's see if I can do this better. How can this be better for you guys? Let's see. Scoot it back a little. Okay, let's try that. Anyhow, okay, so here's the deal. I want to show you something. Except, I can't. Hold on one second. Wait right here. Okay, I want to share you guys something. So this was this morning outside my place. So if you see the guy in the hood is attacking that other guy. Now the other guy, and I'll tell you in a second why I filmed this. Okay, so the other guy, because I'm not big on filming in general, stuff like this anymore, or for a while now. But I'll tell you why I filmed it, because I thought, you know what? The guy in the hood's attacking another guy who walks up and down our streets, screaming the N-word and screaming about how he's so mad at black people. Well, I can't stand that. And then on top of it, my daughter's mixed black and Jewish. So for her to even have to sit there and hear that is insanity. I mean, she laughs about it because it's never been really a part of her life. But It's not funny to maybe some older people having to hear it and this and that. So the guy in the hood was chasing him, attacking him. So I didn't care. And I did film it. Yes. Because the crazy guy in the hood was attacking the racist crazy guy. Cool. Then I'm hearing noise and I look down and there's a guy walking his dog and the hooded guy is now talking to him. And he's now pointing at him and yelling and doing this and that. And then all of a sudden he gets crazy and he tries kicking. Because I never start off filming. I wait to see what's going on. If it's something like two homeless dudes going at it over the bottle of wine, fucking hysterical. If it's somebody being attacked, like actually being attacked, even if it's a homeless person attacking another homeless person, anything like that, I don't film, I get involved. So I'm watching this, and then the guy starts, the crazy dude with the hood, starts trying to kick the other guy's dog. It's a little beagle, like a little dog, a service dog at that. And so this long-haired white dude who is walking his dog, he's kind of like a yuppie, right? Like, you know, like one of those Birkenstock wearing sort of dudes, right? So he doesn't really want to fight, but he's trying to sound loud and yuppie, you know, tough and everything. And so I'm just like, fuck, right? And so then they start actually fighting. And some people then people start coming out because it gets loud. So then some people across the street at the really expensive apartments, I mean, like 1 bedrooms for $3,000 a month, 2 bedrooms for $5,000, top stories are $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month. Okay, right across the street from me. I'm in the last rent-controlled building in this part of Hollywood. So literally, the last one left. They've torn every other one down on our whole street, whole area. Everything else is brand new, right? And so across the street, people are starting to come out. And they're yelling at the long-haired white dude who's now on top of or choking the white homeless dude. But because he's home, I go, hey, whoa. He kicked his dog and he came after him. He attacked him. He's defending himself. And I'm at my window yelling this. So they're like, oh, okay. So people are like filming. And I'm like, no, this is crazy. And so they're like literally like punching each other, bleeding. I grab my taser, run down there, and they won't stop. So I turn on the taser and I jack, like here, show you. So I go running down there, turn on the taser, and no, I'm just kidding. And they jump, and the homeless dude jumps back. And then he starts trying to kick the dog and attack the guy again. And so I hand the long-haired guy, he goes, hey, can I borrow that? And I go, yeah, don't tase him. I go, you can use it to scare him away. He goes, okay. And so he does. And then he's kind of starting to try to, I go, no, do not tase him. As long as he's leaving, don't tase him. So he's doing the taser thing. Now, here's the crazy part. So a woman in a beautiful BMW, very expensive BMW. Now, I'm going to say a woman because it was a woman to me. Very well could have been a transgendered person who's a woman now. So a woman either way. And a black woman or a black transgender person pulls up in their BMW, sees the long-haired white guy with the taser on the homeless guy, toward the homeless guy. She yells, you guys leave him alone. Then we get a long-haired dude to come into our gate. We bring him into our gate because they're separated, right? First of all, I go out there immediately, I get the dog. The first time, as soon as I went out there, the reason I went down there is because the dog was on its own in the street now. No one was holding the leash. So I'm like running down. Now everyone's filming. I go, hey, maybe put away your cameras and help. So everyone's filming. And so I'm holding the dog. And like I say, this thing's getting crazy. So I do the taser. They jump. Then the guy's still trying to attack the long hair guy. He goes, can I borrow the taser? I hand him the taser and he's scaring the guy away. He scares him away. Then we tell him, get in here, let him leave. He comes in, he's like riled, we're like, calm down, bro, calm it down. Another neighbor down from me, nice guy, long-haired Latin dude or Arabic dude, I'm not positive, grabs him, I shouldn't even try and guess, who cares, a human being, grabs him some waters, even grabbed us some waters, nice guy, right? And so that was cool. But we pull him in, the black lady in the BMW gives the homeless guy a ride, lets him get in her car. And the funny thing is, while fighting, the long-haired guy dropped his wallet. Another guy watched the homeless guy grab his wallet and get in the car. So the hero lady who saw what she saw a white guy doing anything to anyone else. Because the guy was homeless, she chose the non-homeless guy to hate. She gave the homeless guy who stole his wallet and attacked him a ride to safety. So she got the criminal out of here. Meanwhile, my one neighbor who I know is Egyptian, I believe, and another neighbor, I'm not sure, but all different races. We all came out and just helped the situation be better and less violent. I always want to film, but I don't film when someone's being attacked. I don't film when someone's being hurt. I don't film when someone's being jumped. I film when two dudes or two women are going at a crazy drunk fight because they're idiots. I film when a couple of homeless people are mad over the cardboard spot and they fight each other. I film when nobody's trying to get away. I don't film when someone's trying to escape. I don't film when someone needs help. I don't film when someone's being attacked. I get the desire to film. Yeah, the first thing I did was grab my phone. I was ready to film, depending on how it went. But it went the way of this was an attack. This is not to be filmed. Yes, people can document it at a certain point. Like if you can't get down, if you can't help, then document it. Yeah, that's the best help you can give. But if you're holding a camera when you're an able-bodied person to stop this shit, or at least be around to help calm it, you're a piece of crap. I mean, that's just a fact. So that's what I'm saying is I get filming people who are mutually there to fight. I get filming bar fights where people go outside, but I don't get filming where some guy has a beautiful woman or some woman has a beautiful guy, either way, and the other people are jealous, and then they decide to jump the person as they're leaving the bar. And rather than stopping this, people film. You're horrible. Two people go outside to fight each other and you film? Fuck yeah, make some fame off it, get some views. That's what I say, two crazy homeless people are fighting over the needle. Hysterical. Sad that they're addicts. Wish they get help, but hysterical. Both people are involved. Both people want to be there. Both people are doing. It's not somebody being robbed or attacked. That's what I'm saying. If no one's being attacked, no one's being robbed, no one's the victim. Yeah, film away. Hysterical. But someone's having a heart attack. Someone's sick. Someone's dying. Someone got hit by a car. Stop filming. Stop filming. Now, someone hits someone in a car. You could be filming, and then you realize they're not going to run away. It's not a hit and run. Stop filming. What, baby? What are you showing me? Oh, I'm so sorry, Bear. Very professional studio here, guys. Very professional.
Thank you.
Love you, Bear. She's practicing her ukulele right now. Close the door. Headphones. I only do the show when she's going to be in her room on her headphones, things like that. Because there's, and not that I say anything bad, but there's things I might want to say. I might say accidentally without thinking. I don't want her to hear. So anyway, the point is this. Stop filming tragedy. Stop filming victims getting hurt. Stop filming crimes happening. Get involved. Get involved. Go ahead and film girls showing their boobs and guys showing their cocks and guys showing their boobs and girls showing their vaginas, and show all that. Show assholes and everything else. Show the whole thing. Show people going off at a McDonald's because their burger wasn't cooked right. Show all that stuff. It's hysterical. Show somebody, but don't show somebody jumping show somebody jumping the counter and falling, and that's all funny. But once they get over and they're attacking somebody, help. Put your camera down either way, and either help, call the police, do something. Do not sit there filming somebody being attacked. Do not sit there filming a victim being attacked. Do not sit there filming someone being robbed, things like that. Like I said, a car crash, if you start filming because the person might run away or something like that, cool. Get the phone down and see how you can help. What's helpful is getting all the information on your video, putting your phone down and seeing if you can help. That's what's helpful. We need to start doing that as a nation. Put your phones down. Put your phones down. The guy who started World Star Hip Hop was the Jerry Springer of cell phones. He literally took talk show TV. Well, actually, Oprah did that. Oprah, nobody knows that. Phil Donahue had one of the greatest talk shows during the day, daytime talk, and he'd get into the issues and stuff. Then Oprah came along and she was like, yeah, women's vaginas are paradise and we need to yell about it. And she was doing like divorces and she was doing fights and all this stuff. Then Springer, yeah, you know, a bunch of them came along. Downey Jr. and all those people came along. They did their talk shows. Maury Povich, you are not, and you are the father. You're not the father, but you are the uncle and the cousin. What? And so I guess what I'm saying is simply stop filming tragedy. Stop filming death. Stop filming things where you should be deep into it. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Something funny happened to me the other day. Just because I'm here, I'm going to share this with you. So I don't know if anybody's watched the Freedom Fighters. Or I'm sorry, the Freedom Fighters. Freedom Fighters? Yeah, Freedom Fighters. Freedom Fighters? Freedom Riders. Freedom Riders. Sorry, I'm an idiot. The documentary, The Freedom Riders. So, okay, I was born in 69. I went to school at a point where the people in the neighborhood were protesting busing. So the people in my neighborhood, when I was little, when my dad was alive and we had money, were protesting busing. They didn't want, but along with the signs were racial signs and things like that. So they didn't want black kids coming out basically from LA, black and Latin kids. They didn't want them coming from LA into Granada Hills, El Oro Way Elementary School. You could look it up. It'd be like 1973, 74, whenever they were doing busing, and there was huge protests. So there was picket lines blocking people from going to school and this and that. My dad walked me and my sisters straight through, and everyone got the fuck out of his way because he was huge. My dad was 350, over 6 foot, and huge. So nobody got in his way. And he was kind of a badass, you know. So he just walked us into school, and we went to school every day during busing, like when it first started. But I remember that small bit. And thinking, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Why would anyone care? Like, I don't get that. But I do remember one time, again, we were getting a ticket for riding motorcycles on the sidewalks as kids. We weren't. My neighbor was. I'm Jewish, but my neighbor also was Jewish, Jack Greenberg, who became a cop, funny enough. The cop was talking to him. He goes, what's your name? It's Jack. He goes, what's your last name? He goes, Greenberg. Greenberg, that's Jewish, huh? He goes, yeah. He goes, okay. Starts writing the ticket right then. Me and Jack were like, what the fuck? And we were little. Like, Jack was a couple years older than me. But we watched that happen. Like, I'm old enough for that type of shit. I'm old enough to see protests and things like that. So I'm watching Freedom Riders. And I'm watching we're getting toward the middle end, and they're doing all the interviews with the people, and they're showing all the stuff and everything, and they're showing like the heart behind it and the change. And man, I'm dying inside. Like I'm crying. I'm not even tearing up. I'm crying. My daughter comes out and she goes, "What are you?" She goes, "Oh my God, who cares? Oh my God, I can't believe you're crying over this." And I'm like, "I'm not." And I'm totally like, tears are pouring down my face. I'm trying to find tissues secretly. And I'm like, I'm not. And she's like, you are, you're crying. My 11-year-old who's black and Jewish. And she's like, oh, like, who cares? No, you care, baby. I go, this is what allows you to go wherever you want to go. This is part of what provided freedom. This is what, now granted, somebody should have killed me for marrying your mom, but not really, because I should have the choice to make that mistake. I didn't tell her that, but I was thinking it. But, I told her, I said, like, somebody could have stopped us from getting married, never having you, because they weren't okay with it. But these people were part of changing it, man. And when you see the makeup of the group of Freedom Riders, baby, they are all different races, both genders and all sexualities. That's what people need to realize, that the simple fact is this. Am I a hero? Yeah. No, I just love saying that. What people need to realize is simply this. Look at the Freedom Riders. They were every race, every economic level. Or not every race, but there were a lot of races there. A lot of economic levels, a lot of different religions, different sexualities. At that time, 2 different genders. Maybe a transgender person was there. I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised. But there was everybody from everywhere was on that bus fighting for equality for human beings. Yeah, they happen to be black human beings. But it was people fighting for the equality of human beings, because that's what they saw, human beings. There was 5 or 6 people and they're trying to get laid. I get it. But the rest, we're all different races. And that's what we need to realize, man. It's not about your religion. It's not about your race. It's about who you are as a human being and how do you value other human lives. I put equal value on other human lives that I put on my own. The only way somebody lessens their own value is by lessening my value. If you put my value or my life into jeopardy, your life becomes less valuable. Other than that, my life is equally as valuable as anyone else's, and anyone else's is equally as valuable as mine. When we realize that, when we see the freedom riders, when we see the protesters, when we see all the people that are out there that truly believe, forget the organizations that are crap and this and that, the people in them that truly believe, that are out there fighting for what's better, that are trying to make a better life. Every time I do something trying to make a better life, man, gender, race, religion doesn't matter. It doesn't come into play. We need to start to realize that Democratic, Republican, Libertarian, all that stuff, it's made up anyway. It changes all the time what it actually is. Listen, liberals aren't liberals. They're not the liberals that we were. They're different liberals, but they're still called liberals, right? So it doesn't matter. It's all bullshit. Just start being around good people. Start expecting people to be good, but expect yourself to first. And lastly, what I'm going to say is, yeah, I went down there and yeah, I got involved. And other people were filming and not getting involved. And does that make me a hero? Yeah, it does. It motherfucking does. Be a hero. Get involved. It's not a big deal, man.
It's gonna happen.